I'm here with Professor XUE Lan, an academic from China and a prominent Chinese expert on innovation policy. But he's also the co-chair of the Leadership Council of the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, SDSN. Welcome to the German Development Institute.
My pleasure.
So, Lan, let me ask you this. When I met Jeffrey Sachs recently, the director of SDSN, we talked about the present status of the post-2015 debate. What are your expectations for the new post-2015 agenda, and what is China's role in this process?
I think, indeed, I hope that the new post-2015 global agenda can really galvanize global effort in addressing two most, pressing problems of our generation. And the first one is ending the extreme poverty. I think it's really insane to think about today. There are still millions of people who cannot afford to have their food. The second issue is the sustainable development challenge that we're facing. Here, I think China actually is in a very unique position. On the one hand, I think China has achieved tremendous progress in alleviating millions of people out of poverty. On the other hand, I think China is also facing tremendous challenges in terms of the sustainable development aspect, particularly in the issue on the aspect of the environmental pollution, and also in terms of energy resource, security issues, and so on. So I think that China could play a bridging role between the developed world and the developing world.
One of the main purposes of SDSN is to support the post-2015 debate. What makes this global network that you are co-chairing so special and interesting from your point of view?
I think in a way, SDSN is a very unique organization. I think maybe along, the three aspects. I think, first of all, it is a network of networks. There are many networks in sustainable development area, but I think SDSN is very very broadly organized, and with some various civil society, academia, and also private sector groups are in it. So I think it's a network of network. The second aspect of it is a platform of demand and expertise. We actually the two aspects can sort of work together to generate solutions. So it is very much sort of a solution oriented, but actually with expertise and also many demand sectors. So I think that's the second aspect. The third, I think, it is a bridge between sort of the formal governance structures, such as UN, and also informal aspect of the global governance, civil society and academia and so on. So I think in a way it really can play a very unique role to help to push the sustainable development agenda.
Lan, you have given a workshop presentation at the German Development Institute on China's role in low-carbon technology, and we have just talked about the challenges that China is facing. So where do you see the most promising possibilities for China-German collaboration in this field, and where are we just competitors?
Sure. I think, of course, I will only talk about from Chinese sort of perspective. I think that actually the most pressing challenge for China is to make the transition from an economy that's really based on expansion of scale in terms of very energy intensive, the resource intensive kind of a economy to one that is efficient and clean and so on. I think to make the transition in terms of the industrial transition, I think that Germany actually can play a very critical role in helping China to make the transition. I think Germany is a unique country with very strong manufacturing industries, but also in terms of the efficiency, in terms of the clean technology and so on, are in the leading positions. So I think here, I think that we certainly, I think, can learn a great deal from Germany. I think in terms of competition, of course, we're all in this, sort of global supply chain. So I think at the company level, I think indeed they are competing with one another on a sort of global market. And I think that Chinese market situation has been improving gradually, and also the third plenum resolution also really wants to push further to reform and to make Chinese market more more equal footing for all the companies. So I think that we are really in a sort of much better world than before.
Lan, thank you so much for joining us today here at the German Development Institute in Bonn.
Thank you.